So boom! They landed on the site as direct traffic at binili yung produkto, kinumplete na nila yung service booking request. Go ahead, subukan mo yung Google. Seriously, just try it. Open up a new tab, open mo yung browser mo, and look up the data. Try mo, how many times does somebody actually need to see a messaging from a business or a brand bago nila ilabas yung credit card nila o bago sila bumili sa product mo or dun sa service na ino-offer mo. If you look across all industries, across every single type of product or services, regardless kung nagbebenta ka ng high price, B2B services, corporate to corporate, business to business, premium supplement man yan, or even a pair of shoes, so kahit simpleng products lang, 100 pesos, 200 pesos, the answer might completely shock you. When someone is in the market for something, kunyari naghahanap sila online, yung mga panahong kailangan para lumipat sila mula sa that looks like kind of interesting, no, nagugol sila, okay yun, ang ganda nun papunta sa pagpindot ng complete order button, it requires a ridiculous amount of exposure, meaning pabalik-balik na nila nakita yun ng maraming beses bago pa sila napunta dun sa order now or order button or complete that order. So I'm not talking about 3 impressions here, no? Hindi ito yung tinutukoy ko, yung mga medyo, hindi naman sa sinasabi kong hindi na effective, but ito yung mga dating or old school na rule of like 7 na traditional way to market your products or services, like with newspapers and billboards, compare dun sa dominant media these days. So if you notice, the current data shows on an average, a consumer, customer, clients need to experience 28 touch points before sila bumili, before sila magdesisyon na i-click yung complete order button. 28 times. But let me pause and define kung anong ibig sabihin talaga niyan. Yung 28 touch points or even the touch point itself. Because this is exactly where most businesses get it completely wrong. Touch point is not about someone casually scrolling past through your ads sa phone nila habang tinitignan yung mga pictures nila online, mga pinost nila dyan, even na events, weddings, kasal ng mga kamag-anak nila, kaibigan nila. A real impactful touch point is an actually interaction. It's reading an entire content. Could be email, could be your ad, clicking on it. It's actively reading your social media post. Pinapanood nila yung video mo far more than few seconds. So to win their business over your competitors, kailangan natin silang mapagawa niyan ng 28 times. 28 touch points. Now, if you try to achieve 28 high quality touch points using traditional standard Facebook conversion ads, well, medyo mapapamahal talaga tayo dahil yung budget natin tataas at kailangan natin mag-allocate ng sobrang daming budget per touch point. So yung cost per acquisition natin, skyrocket, tataas talaga siya. Your budget will burn probably siguro days lang kasi nga hindi naman ganun karami talaga yung budget natin to start with. At hindi katulad ng mga malalaking kumpanya. Pwede talagang maging fail yung business natin. Lalo na kung ads natin is hindi magiging successful or walang return on ad spend. But what if you could completely turn the system in your favor? Paano kung pwede mong maabot target audience mo in a unique way at highly helpful na paraan over the course of just 7 days for a grand total of 1 to 10 pesos per person? So in this video, I'm going to break down the exact blueprint of our meta ads framework na nilalagay namin or ini-integrate namin sa mga businesses with a standard direct response conversion and of course utilizing the objective options in the Meta platform. So by the end of this breakdown, malalaman mo kung paano bumuo ng isang literal omnipresence engine that forces your target audience to unconsciously memorize or remember your business or brand name. They will look up to you directly at they will buy from you without ever clicking a traditional shop now button. So before we dive in dun sa ating technical step-by-step setup ng Facebook ad campaigns na to, we have to look at how human psychology has fundamentally shifted over the last few years. Kasi 10 years ago naman talaga, wala naman tong mga Meta Ads platform, Google Ads. No, it's not operating like this. Think about your online consumer behavior, even the AI these days. Nung nag-sign up ka sa ChatGPT or Gemini, paano to exactly nangyari na hindi ka pumindot sa isang aggressive direct response ad that said, hey, buy this AI tool ChatGPT right now for a $20 month, correct? You probably saw someone sending screenshot link na nakabasa ng LinkedIn post mula sa isang industry leader or nakita mo sa isang YouTube creator na casually binabanggit ito ng isang, alam mo yon, influencer. You thought about it for a minute. Oh, okay yun no? Yung isa naman nag-generate ng AI video, nag-generate ng AI images, no? Nire-restore nila yung mga lumang picture using AI, and then nakalimutan mo na ng tuluyan. You saw another post 2 days later, and eventually days or weeks down the line, nagbukas ka na ng blank browser tab, manually type in ChatGPT, boom, signed in. And try it yourself. That's how modern consumer actually buy these days. Nagkaroon na tayo ng matinding ad blindness over the last decade. We actively resist being forced down a rigid, predictable marketing funnel. No? Yung sobrang habang friction na customer journey, ayaw na natin. Kumbaga, alam na natin. Even, parang nasa back of the mind of our consumer na it's a ad funnel, marketing funnel. Let's look at the mathematics kung bakit mabilis nagpe-fail yung mga old ways. The old funnel kasi is like this. Old. Lagyan natin old ways. Old ways, ang gagawin natin is click sa ads, tapos buy immediately, buy on landing page. Yung cost is super high. CPA, cost per acquisition, skyrocket, super high because you took away the market from the platform. So, medyo mahal na siya. CPM, targeting high competitive purchase, competition, competitive marketplace. So, ganyan siya. You have click to ads. Ito yung old ways. Click ads, buy on landing page. CPA is high. Competition is very high. What do you expect? Difficult to convert. Now, what to do with the modern ways? So, what's the modern ways? Customer, click the ads, ignore it, sees it again. So, different frameworks, segmented, clicks again, leaves the site, pwedeng na convert, maybe, if not, retargeting, search them, nag-search ulit sila, research for you, could be search on social media, FB, IG, Google, then you make a systematic. So the cost here is literally low cost ka na because you're all over the place. You are omnipresent on all platforms. So by focusing on systematic widespread awareness, you are now wider reach compare to this. If you are running a standard conversion campaigns, you are actually just trying to compete with other traffic, other competitors that also trying to catch the market. So let's say, for example, this is your big market fit. So you have the modern ways and the old ways. Where do you think which one is going to work for you? Meta charges you a massive premium to show your ad to people who are historically prone to clicking buttons and buying things instantly. But what if instead na piliin natin silang bumili sa unang clicks, unang impressions, we focus entirely on building relationship capital at lightning speed? What I mean by that, if someone needs 28 touch points, hindi na tayo pwedeng maghintay ng 6 na buwan para ibigay yon sa kanila. We need to condense those touch points into a tight, hyper-intensive window. Meaning, utilize all of these modern ways. That way, mas mabilis mong mako-cover yung mas malaking market share compare dun sa old ways of doing campaigns. So, you can pull up your own Meta Ads Manager. Buuin natin to. Instead of choosing sales agad or leads agad, gagawin natin, gamitin mo or utilize mo yung objective options mo na meron ka dun sa Meta Ads. You can select awareness options, may awareness dyan, and specifically set your optimization goal for reach. Okay? That's one segmented campaign. Now listen carefully. Dahil medyo top of the funnel ito, awareness siya, maximizing reach objective. Minamaximize natin dito na makita ng napakaraming market yung ads mo. rather than finding people who are highly likely to click buttons or buy things immediately. You can do that. I'm not saying you don't do that, no? But you can do that on a different campaigns or segmented campaigns. Normally, traditional media buyers avoid this. Like it's not for them. Dahil pwede ito maging resulta sa passive impressions. Kumbaga, may mga papasok na coming from different angle of your campaigns. And because of that, it's difficult to manage it. So if you don't know how to manage multiple angles, multiple datas coming from different market fit, market demographics, behavior, interest, then it's gonna be really difficult. Okay? So, but we are going to configure this uniquely to ensure that the traffic, impressions, data is going to be segmented as well. So you can be guided. Okay? So let me go ahead and make a sample of omnipresent reach engine campaigns. Okay, so this is the campaign level omnipresent reach engine. Now, you have multiple ad set. Ad 1, ad set 1, ad set 2, ad set 3, ad set 4. So, ad set 1, you have your target audience again. This contains creatives. What creatives this? Variant 1, meaning another segment for creatives. Target audience 2 plus another set of creatives, variant 2. So, 1, 2, 1, 2, iba-iba siya ng creative approach. Now, same here, your target audience, and then different variant ulit, this variant 3 na. Alright? And then next is ad set 4 is going to be your same target audience. The variant here is another set, variant 4. So now you can split testing how many creatives in every variant. The good practice is around 3 to 5. Sir, bakit 3 to 5? 3 to 5 creatives lang. Why? Kasi if it's too many, it's gonna be difficult for you to optimize it or manage it. And at the same time, you're letting Meta run the campaigns for you, and sometimes it's not getting much of data. So yung iba hindi na nakakalabas ng campaign kasi sobrang dami nilagay na creatives. So 3 to 5 gives you enough power to get out of the market and let Meta decide which creatives are going to be top performing and whatnot. So here's the absolute magic. So here's the absolute way kung paano kinahandle ng Meta yung mga reach based on the campaigns behind the scene. By default, pwede mong i-control yung frequency cap. The fundamental rule of a reach campaign is that it will let someone see a specific ad one time every 7 days. Okay? Kaya kung mapapansin mo may frequency sa loob ng Meta, you have to check it, no? Minsan nagdodoble-doble na, no? Kumbaga umuulit-ulit na. Kaya napapatig tayo. So imagine every 7 days, nauulit yung same ads mo dun sa same targeting mo. That's why we separated all of our campaigns with different creatives and different touch points. I hope you get the idea now. So, if maglalagay ka ng isang ad sa loob ng isang ad set, they can see that your target audience, yung particular na ads natin, once a week. But, what happens if you create 14 different ad sets or even 24 different ad sets na lahat ay nakatarget sa parehong custom audience but each containing a completely different creatives. So, let's run the numbers. If you have 14 different ad sets targeting the same person and every ad set will have limited on creatives, then this will view 7 times every day. That user will see 14 entire unique ads over the course of a single week. So, if you scale that up to 24 different ad sets, yung makikita ng ads natin will have 24 distinct variations of your brand's messaging in 7 days. So imagine that. So you can play around with it. You can have 5, 10, 14, 16, 17, 21, and so on and so forth. But look at the idea. The idea is how many ads, how many variants, variables, angles, segmented campaigns you can run in just 7 days and cover a maximum market share. If you're going to try it, tinry ko to, sinubukan ko in a different ways, no? And managed to get 24 different creatives. I highly customize the ads, no? So that it can show the same target audience over 7-day period. And the best of that, the cost that come to it is only around 1 to 10 pesos. So, barya-barya lang talaga siya, no? But again, you cannot expect the full sales conversion out of this, okay? So, the conversion sales will happen on a different objective and segmentation, okay? So, this campaigns, this 24 different setup, 14 setup is to support your sales campaigns, no? So, what we're trying here is getting the 24 touch point out of the standard retargeting, lookalike, conversion, ad sets. So it's actually the same, but this time you are more strategic with how you allocate your budget. And it's mathematically impossible na gagastos ka dyan ng sobrang dami and then eventually mag-retargeting ka din, remarketing ka doon, no? So thousands of ad budget ang nasasayang. So why not, with the objective of sales conversion, no, create a support to that sales conversion which is different variables, different segmentation. So that way, mas malaki yung market scope mo or yung na-cover mo na market share. That way, yung touch points nga, no, nakikilala tayo nung target audience natin. Now, let's address the massive elephant in the room. Kung nakikita mo sobrang laki nung mga, alam mo yun, tao, yung mga audience natin na 24 times sa isang linggo, syempre, di ba, kung ilang beses ka nilang nakikita in a week, na medyo nakakairita na yun, no? And traditional sales paggagamitin natin, traditional ways pa yung gagamitin natin. Hey, buy from my product, 10% off, blah blah blah. Syempre nakakairita talaga yun, no? Talagang may inis sa atin. Imagine 24 touch points, 14 touch points, different ad creatives, tapos rekta sales tayo, no? Talagang pwedeng mairita, mag-shoot out yung ano natin, ad spend natin or cost per acquisition. Kasi they will absolutely get irritated with the ads and not probably buy our products or even take our services. In fact, maiinis sila sa brand mo or sa business mo. And they will hit sometimes pa yung mga buttons dyan. No, now, they don't want to see you, unfollow you because your ads keep getting into their feed and probably eventually matatag ka as spam. Okay? So what's the secret sauce dun sa ano natin, strategy natin? No? So the secret sauce is this entire engine or framework where tawag natin is focus on creating a metrics for our content. Content matrix. So each of those 24 ads natin must look, feel, taste like a genuine, high-value, organic content. What I mean by that? When I ran this framework, nung tinry namin to sa isang company, no, it's a health and wellness company, hindi lang kami nag-focus basta naglagay ng boring products, images, graphics like we normally do, edit tayo sa Canva, edit tayo sa Photoshop, no, and feature this services, feature this list, no. We don't do that. Every single ad gave a way to be more helpful dun sa target audience, no? We also provided actionable information that is relevant to the problem ng ating target audience. Na-stuck ito dun sa subconscious mind nila later that night or later that week. Pag upo nila, mas komportable na sila, no, probably papahinga sila sa gabi or later that week, probably relax na, then they will complete that order or book appointment whenever they feel the need nila. So boom! They landed on the site as direct traffic at binili yung produkto, kinumplete na nila yung service booking request. Because of the frameworks that we build, ito yung tinatawag natin invisible na flow of highly qualified buyers generated entirely by your Meta omnipresent ad campaigns but completely credited to direct or organic search sa mga analytics tools mo. If you only measure the success of your digital marketing by what the Facebook pixel directly attributes to the dashboard, then probably we're navigating blindly. So paano talaga natin mananavigate yung campaigns natin and paano natin malaman kung bumibili yung mga target audience natin across the web? So the clear way to do it is having a multiple tracking dashboard. You can utilize Meta, customize the data there so you can navigate more effectively. To support, you can install GA or Google Analytics to support the data that you have, as well as your sales dashboard dun sa back-end ng website mo. So now you have 3 ways to validate your numbers. Okay? Let's summarize the entire playbook para magawa mo ito sa business mo. Number 1, let's accept na meron tayong 28 touch points. It's in Google, no? So, we have to stop expecting cold traffic to buy on the first click. We have to allocate the budget for a long journey nung ating mga target audience and understand the multi-touch psychological journey of our customers or clients. Number 2, buuin natin yung rich campaigns. We have to create again this part, yung awareness. Awareness campaigns that is optimized not just for direct sales right away. Optimize it also for reach. Hatiin natin yung budget sa different level based on our capacity. In our sample, 14 hanggang 24 yung naging natin. Sample na magkakahiwalay or segmented ad set. Targeting the core custom demographics. Number 3, ibahin natin yung mga creatives. As much as possible, segmented yung creatives natin. Ensure every single ad has a completely unique creative approach or variant. Focus tayo dun sa pinaka nagpe-perform, high value, and educational information. The point here is what is beneficial for your target audience. They don't care about our products or brand. They only care what is it for them. Number 4, make sure na yung brand natin is prominent. Make your URL, yung brand name, kung wala kung yung website mo nandyan, lagay mo na brand name across every single piece of creative assets, dapat nandun yung brand, logo, colors, visual colors, messaging, dapat nandun tayo. Yung brand natin, yung business natin. Kasi, nag-i-invest tayo dyan. Habang tumatagal, lumalaki yung brand natin. And that means lumalaki yung business. Number 5, monitor natin yung macro metrics. Don't obsess over direct ad clicks. We have to see and try to zoom out para makita natin what's happening dun sa direct website entries from landing page, even every pages dun sa website natin, kung meron kang 2 yan, or brand search volume on search engines, may mga tools tayo para magamit yan. The internet is very noisy than it has ever been in human history. Yung brand natin will win in this era if hindi lang tayo nakafocus, screaming in front of our target audience. Buy now, buy now. Sila mismo dapat yung mag-take ng action. Meaning, we have to attract them as well. Not just chase them all the time. We have to provide undeniable value and become unforgettably utility dun sa back of the mind ng ating target market. Drop a comment below kung gusto mo subukan yung reach method na to. Hit and subscribe button, turn on notification, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.